Thị Mỹ Tiên was born on February 5, 1993, in Quang Ngai, a coastal province in central Vietnam. Growing up in a small but supportive family, Tien showed a natural affinity for sports from an early age. In a region where children were encouraged to be active in a variety of physical activities, Tien's passion for movement was evident. Her family, especially her parents, were key supporters of her pursuit of athleticism. While initially participating in a variety of sports at her local school, it was in martial arts where Tien found her true calling. At the age of 10, Tien was introduced to the discipline of gymnastics. With her natural flexibility, strength, and a keen sense of balance, she excelled quickly in the sport. However, her first major break came when she was introduced to the world of wushu, a traditional Chinese martial art that blends martial techniques with acrobatic movements. It was a turning point in her life when Tien joined a local wushu club at the age of 13, where she received her first formal training under the guidance of a skilled coach. The decision to switch from gymnastics to wushu would become one of the most defining moments of her athletic career. Tien's early wushu training was intense and demanding, requiring a combination of physical strength, agility, and mental focus. She demonstrated a remarkable ability to adapt to the intricacies of the sport, quickly mastering the basic techniques before advancing to more complex forms. Her strong work ethic, coupled with her natural talent, allowed her to make significant progress in a short period of time. Rise to national recognition. As Tien's skills grew, so did her ambitions. By the time she was 16, she had already become a formidable competitor in regional wushu competitions. Her performances caught the attention of national coaches, who saw in her the potential to compete at higher levels. Tien's transition from a local competitor to a national-level athlete occurred in 2010 when she was selected to join Vietnam's national wushu team. Her first major national competition came shortly after joining the national team, where she participated in the 2011 National Wushu Championships. Tien's performance was impressive, and although she did not take home the top honors, her placement among the top contenders in her events was enough to earn her a spot on the national roster. It was clear that she was one of the country's rising stars in the sport. At the 2012 National Wushu Championships, Tien's breakthrough came when she won her first national gold medal. Her victory in the women's Taolu routine competition was a defining moment, signaling her arrival as one of Vietnam's top athletes in the sport. With her graceful yet powerful movements and a growing reputation, Tien started to attract national and international attention. Her continued success in domestic competitions throughout 2013 and 2014 helped solidify her status as one of the leading figures in Vietnamese wushu. She was quickly becoming a dominant force in her weight class and discipline, competing with the best athletes in the country. International career peak and major achievements. Tien's career truly peaked at the international level, beginning in the mid-2010s. Her first major international competition was the 2014 Asian Wushu Championships, where she competed alongside the best athletes from across Asia. In this event, Tien demonstrated her technical precision and physical endurance, earning a silver medal in the Taolu category. This marked the beginning of her rise on the international stage, and she quickly became one of the most recognized Vietnamese wushu athletes. However, Tien's greatest achievement came in 2015 at the Southeast Asian Games, SEA Games, held in Singapore. She made history by winning the gold medal in the women's Taolu event, a performance that not only secured her place as one of Southeast Asia's premier wushu athletes but also elevated her to the forefront of Vietnam's sporting achievements. This victory was particularly significant as it showcased Tien's ability to compete and win against some of the region's most skilled martial artists. Her success in the SEA Games propelled her to international stardom and solidified her reputation as one of the top wushu practitioners in Asia. The years that followed were marked by continued success and dominance in the sport. In 2017, Tien won multiple gold medals at the Southeast Asian Wushu Championships, further confirming her status as a powerhouse in her discipline. Her technical skill, grace, and ability to execute complex routines with near-perfect precision became the hallmark of her career. Throughout the 2010s, she consistently earned podium finishes at prestigious tournaments across Asia, including the Asian Wushu Championships and the World Wushu Championships. In addition to her individual achievements, Tien was also a crucial member of Vietnam's wushu team in team-based events. Her contributions in the group Taolu events were essential to Vietnam's success in international competitions, and her leadership and experience helped guide the team to numerous medals, challenges and setbacks. Despite her impressive achievements, Tien's career was not without its challenges. Wushu, like many other martial arts, requires both physical and mental strength, and Tien's journey was often fraught with injuries and setbacks. One of the biggest challenges came in 2018 when Tien suffered a serious knee injury during a training session. This injury threatened to derail her career, as she was forced to take several months off from competition to recover. The rehabilitation process was long and grueling, and during this period, Tien questioned her ability to return to her former competitive level. However, Tien's resilience and determination kept her focused during the recovery period. She worked tirelessly with medical professionals and physiotherapists to regain her strength and mobility. By the end of 2018, she was back on the training mat, slowly but surely regaining her former speed and precision. Her comeback in 2019 was marked by her return to top form, securing a gold medal at the Southeast Asian Championships in the same year, an emotional victory after the long period of recovery. The knee injury was a reminder of the physical demands of wushu, but Tien's mental toughness and commitment to the sport allowed her to overcome the setback. Despite this challenge, Tien's career continued to flourish, proving that she was able to adapt and persevere through adversity. Later years and transition to coaching. As Tien entered her 30s, the physical demands of wushu began to take their toll. While still competitive, she started to recognize that her body was no longer able to endure the same intense training regimen that had fueled her earlier success. After much reflection, she made the difficult decision to retire from competitive wushu in 2023. Retiring at the peak of her career, Tien's legacy in Vietnamese and Southeast Asian wushu is undeniable. Having won multiple gold medals at the SEA Games, the Asian Championships and the World Wushu Championships, she solidified her place as one of Vietnam's most decorated athletes in the sport. In her retirement, Tien chose to transition into coaching, determined to give back to the sport that had given her so much. She returned to her roots in Quang Nguyen, where she opened a wushu academy dedicated to developing young talent. Her goal was to pass on her vast knowledge of the sport, including its techniques, training regimens, and mental strategies for success, to the next generation of Vietnamese athletes. Tien's academy quickly gained recognition for producing talented and disciplined wushu practitioners. As a coach, she was highly regarded for her ability to motivate and inspire young athletes, emphasizing the importance of discipline, hard work, and resilience. Many of her former students have gone on to represent Vietnam in national and international competitions, and her influence on the sport will continue for years to come.